This is the way we were. This is the way we are now. The reconfiguration of Depot Street is substantially complete, with the former 3 lanes now mostly 2, with turning lanes built in spots along the way from the roundabout down to the RK Miles lumberyard, and a bike lane incorporated into it as well. It was a lot of work, and residents and visitors to the town got to experience more than a few traffic delays in between then and now. The summer of 2019 certainly will be remembered, at least in part, for lots of one-lane roads and stop and slow signs. We asked Manchester's town manager John O'Keefe to give us the update on where things stand at the moment.
Yeah, so this is what the state would call substantially complete. The pavement's done, the lining's done, the sidewalk work is done, the signs are erected. So there's very little to do here. Across the way, for example, recently they put in some bollards to protect one of the pedestrian crossing poles. They're doing a little bit of touch-up work around the catch basins and driveways, but it's really substantially complete, in my opinion. One piece that was done as part of the project, and we'll be piggybacking on that shortly, is the state and the town put in light bases in all the conduit, but because of funding reasons, and we didn't want to pay for it under the federal project, if we were going to have to pay for it all because there's a lot of different requirements. We went out and bought the streetlights ourselves. It was approved by town meeting, I think, last year. So soon, most of the overhead lights that you can see, like these ones up here, those will be coming down and will be replaced by street lighting that's almost identical to what's in the town green and very similar to what's around the roundabout, standalone antique style lighting. And that'll be going in this summer and early fall. We heard a lot of concerns during construction. Obviously, we had done an entire piece on it, GNAT, a couple months ago. And I think a lot of the concerns that people had were really put to rest once we actually saw the road operating. You can see here traffic's moving really smoothly. Last week we had sidewalk sales, which was a busy weekend traffic-wise, and the road performed really well. I think one thing that we are seeing is that traffic is moving slower, but it's moving along just like it should. And that was one of the goals, was to actually calm traffic. This road was marked as 25 miles an hour. There's a lot of crosswalks, there's a lot of curb cuts. You can see actually, even the time that we're doing this interview, there's been a lot of pedestrians walking down through here. So we're trying to slow traffic down to about 25 miles an hour, and I think it's been really successful doing that. But we've seen traffic move really efficiently at the same time too. There's quite a few trees planted all the way through this area. The contractor planted them in summertime because they wanted to close out the project. Some of them are going to have to be replaced either this fall or next spring, and that will be on the contractor. They have to offer us a guarantee on those trees. But we're watching those, and we'll see if they come back to life. But I think some of them are going to have to be replaced. I've heard a lot of comments about the trees. I just want to assure people that the trees, one way or the other, will be fine.
How has the bike lane been used? Have you been seeing a lot of activity on the bike lane?
I have. So, I go up and down the road quite a bit for a number of reasons. I've seen what I think are more bikes. Now, I'm not sure if it's just that I'm looking for them, but I definitely seem I get the feeling that there's more bikes on Depot Street. Definitely. And I think we'll see that increase as we start to make other networks to Depot Street as well. And of course, we've got the Vermont Challenge in town today. So I think there's a lot of good things that come out of bike lanes. One is obviously more people will bike to work and healthier and be able to make those choices if they want to. Versus we're not suggesting that everybody has to get out of their car and ride a bike, but we're suggesting that it'd be nice if people had that option. And then the other one is people coming to visit. A lot of people travel, and one of the main things that they want to do when they travel is cycling. So we're hoping to make ourselves a destination for all kinds of recreation, whether it's youth sports or rock climbing or hiking or biking, and that's the kind of thing that bodes well for visitors and local residents.
There are still a few places where road work is continuing, such as at Ways Lane.
Oh yeah, that'll be wrapping up soon. So the original configuration will go back to what it was. That was the town installed a pressure reducer valve, like an entire vault there. installed that, and that project is wrapping up, so we'll be doing the paving there soon.
There's a lot of new lines in the roadway to get used to, but after several years in the planning, it looks like the future has arrived, and the busy commercial thoroughfare that is Depot Street, or Routes 11 and 30, has now been set for the time being. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.